Hey guys, welcome to another episode. Today I'm talking with Steven and the Not Steves.
Steve and the Not
The
Steves.
Not Steves. See, this is
Close.
what happens when you operate late hours. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
Hi, I'm Steve from Steve and the Not Steves, and these are my good friends, the Not Steves. We got
Mike, I play guitar.
and
Gio, I play guitar.
we got two other guys, Jeff who plays bass, and Anthony who plays drums, but they're old and they had to go to sleep.
Oh wow, you're old. I'm old too, but I stay awake. It's
I'm
called
older than
coffee.
Jeff, but
Yeah,
I'm up.
we're all except for this guy. He's the baby.
Yeah.
He's the baby of the band.
So tell me a little bit about your band, how you guys started and kind of progressed.
Yeah, so we started like a long time ago, just in my old apartment, just messing around. This wasn't the original lineup. It started just me and this drummer who no longer is with us, unfortunately. But he so yeah, so we started just kind of playing with a digital drum set and through like headphones, and we just started jamming, writing some stuff. And then when I moved into this house here, we were like, all right, let's get serious. He actually lived with us. And so we're like, all right, let's get serious. And we put an ad out in Craigslist for a bassist. And that's how we found Jeff. He lived actually like in our town right up the block. So worked out perfectly. He joined and we went through a bunch of different lineups. We've had a bunch of drummers. I think that's everybody's story, but luckily we found our forever drummer. And so we have Anthony. He's not going anywhere. He's not allowed. And and then these guys are awesome. Mike's been in for now, what,
It's got to be 6, 7 years
something
now.
like that. We
Yeah.
we lost track. He's awesome. He moved real close. He already lived in my town, but he moved. He's like 2 blocks away now, and we're based out of Lindenhurst in Long Island. So we're a Lindenhurst band and trying to get everybody to move here, but we got three out of the five to live here. It's a great town, so we're big fans of it.
I like that. I like that. Trying to get everybody. Well, I'm not moving. Sorry. As much as I love your guys'
Yeah,
musics,
once
I
you
kind
come,
of want to stay where I'm at.
where are you at?
I'm in Aniana.
Okay, you got to come visit.
Yeah.
Once you come to Lindenhurst, you'll be like, wow, I don't know, I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of like living on the farm and being away from society. So,
Okay,
Upstate, right?
that's tough to beat, but Lindenhurst.
yeah, I'm way south, like very
Okay.
south, in the Bible Belt.
Okay, now
But
farmland's cool, but we like Lindenhurst.
yeah, and everything's just, it's awesome. I can't say anything. It's awesome. I love living here. It's a great place for be around with my wife and our kids, just running amok in the woods, doing what kids do.
There you go.
And so, um, so listening to your music, I'm gonna say this is quality melodic pop punk. It's
That's
good
exactly what we're
stuff.
going for.
I was listening to it while I was doing some stuff around the house today, which says a lot because I have ADHD really bad.
Me
But when I
too.
can stay locked on to a band's music and actually pay attention, I'm like, this is good. I like this. Um, and my favorite song by yours, actually, I take notes on my phone, people, so sue me.
It's
Oh,
ADHD.
good.
We take a lot of
E-
notes.
Exactly. Is actually Let Me In.
Mm.
That is one of my favorite songs. The video is really cool as well. Um, but I like that song a lot. So
Yeah, that
can
was
you
a
tell
fun one.
me? Yeah, it is, man. It's really a great song. My 13-year-old heard me playing it today and she was kind of bopping to it. And I was just like, see, this is why you need to listen to your father when it comes to
There
music.
you go.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a cool one. We it's actually about vampires, right? And it worked out really really good because my wife has a band as well. She's in a Riot Girl punk band, and our bassist, his wife's actually in that band. It's an all girl band. So we play a lot of shows with them. Like pretty much, they're our sort of our sister band, and like we'll fill in with them sometimes, or they'll fill in with us sometimes when somebody's not able to come to a show. So we wrote that song, and at the exact same time, just completely coincidental, they were writing a song about werewolves. So it was like the perfect, we're like, all right, that's so cool. We should like do a split. And then we're like, we should do a split video too. So I don't know if you got to see the Sharp Violet, our All Whale Wolves Are Bad video, but their video and our video kind of go together. So
Okay.
theirs sort of starts, or does ours start the story? No, yeah, ours starts the story and then kind of continues into theirs. So very different songs, right? But they go well together. And if you watch the both videos together, they blend together.
Nice, nice. And what was the name of your wife's band?
They're called Sharp Violet.
Sharp Violet. Okay, we'll get them on the show too.
Oh,
Got
awesome.
to.
They would love to.
I as much as I love interviewing bands, it's so many men and so few women.
Yeah.
And this October, since it's breast care or breast cancer awareness, I kind of want October to be mostly female bands to help raise awareness. I
Mhm.
thought that would be really cool. Um, so, but yeah, that's
They would
one
love to
idea I'm
be on.
spitballing up there. Um, so when it comes to your musical journey, how did you guys get into punk? I'm always curious about that.
So for me, their story is pretty simple. It's I wrangled them into it, but I'll let them talk. My story kind of started with so my family's musicians, and my dad was a big musician and big in school music, and so I was around music my whole life. I like traveled with an orchestra for like 3 years around the world with when I was a little child, not playing, and I never really like music was like all right, it's a thing. And then I heard Green Day. So like 1994, I heard, Longview and Basket Case, and I was like, holy shit, what is this? Like, and it honestly changed my life. So I got into Green Day big, and then I got, Offspring and Bad Religion, and then No Effects. I got huge, I was a huge fan. I still am a huge fan of No Effects and Noise for a Name and all the Cali kind of punk melodic. That's sort of what we go for is that, late 90s melodic punk. And that's what I'm into. A lot of people say like, oh, I like everything. I listen to everything. I don't say that really. I mean, I do have a lot of things I listen to, but a lot of what I listen to is like, melodic pop punk, like old pop punk, not what they call pop punk now, right? That like
Yeah.
Melancholy, Bad Religion, Lagwagon, No Use for a Name, that style, and I think that shapes a lot, and then all the way to like Rise Against, and I mean, some of the first bands I was into were like Beastie Boys and Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin. So like I like a lot of stuff, but for the most part, that's what I listen to is melodic pop punk, and I'll let these guys.
So for me, I'm more of a metal. I've always been more of a metal guitarist, but when I had the opportunity to join Steve and the Not Steves, seeing his influence by bands like Green Day and even like the older stuff has like a grungy feel to it. I feel like some of your older songs. So that kind of brought me back to the 90s when I was a little like I'm a little younger than him, but I was still like very much into like the Green Day, the Offspring. So I tapped a lot into that in this band. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
What
Yeah.
what do you like?
No, he's not allowed to talk.
No.
No, he go ahead.
I don't know, dude.
He likes weird stuff like
I just
like Japanese,
like stuff from like that's not like traditional music. I guess like I listen to a lot of like African like rhythm music, traditional Japanese, like Scandinavian, like all the way deep in the middle.
Yeah, no, like Warduna,
Yeah, stuff like
Hai
that.
Lung.
Nothing with metal, nothing with guitar. I just happen to be a guitar player.
he hates guitar. He tells us all the time. He's
Essentially,
really good, but
he played music so much, but
No,
I
it's
started playing when I was a
understandable.
kid, so I have like no choice.
We joke he actually like has a room for us. When we're not in practice, he locks us in the room.
yeah, I'm gonna lock him in rooms.
No, that's totally cool because I do listen to a lot of that type of music as well. Especially my wife, she loves that type of music, so it's really cool to listen to it. And you're probably the only other person I've met that even likes to listen to that stuff too. So hey, power to you, man.
Yeah, and it's funny.
So,
So like our drummer, He does. He's older and he's into Rush. He's a huge Rush fan. So like I don't know that he's ever even listened to a single punk song in his entire life. But I don't think he ever has. But the cool thing about him is like he teaches drums. He's been playing for like something like 300 years, and
He invented drums.
I think he invented them. Yeah, there wasn't actual drum kits. It was like bongos back then. But he's like so talented in that he'll play like a No Effects song that takes punk drummers like years of their lives to like play, and I'll just play it for him on my phone. He's like, oh, this, and it's like, yeah, that's exactly right. So sometimes you have to tell him like, calm down. You don't need to play so many toms and stuff. But
He's like
yeah, he's like
like a jazz musician mostly. Like he's very like
Okay.
more like prog, I think, prog rock. But and then Geoff, he's the only other punk in the band. So Geoff is into punk. He's into the same kind of music that we play, which is we
Nice.
might have at least one of us, at least one other guy.
Hey, when I was in a band, I think it was me and the drummer that were the only guys into punk. Everybody else was either into, I think our guitarist was really into reggae.
Okay.
Our other guitarist was really into thrash metal. So it was, yeah, writing music with those, but they were talented and they could play. But yeah, I
And I
understand.
mean, for us, it's about fun. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We don't take it ultra serious. Like we take it serious and we play as much as we can, but we do this for fun. We all have jobs. Most of us have kids, except for Gio. We all have kids, and so we're just having fun. And it's like come hang out, play a show on Saturday night, and get drunk. And so like there's very little drama except for Gio. Like everything else, everybody else is very low drama
I'm
and
the hectic
yeah.
person.
Why do you gotta mess with Gio? He's got like the perfect
No, it's true.
mustache.
Listen, I'm not. It's all. I'm not.
It's not,
It sounds like I'm like busting on him, but like it's the
I know,
truth.
I'm just messing with you, man. I was like, the guy's got like the coolest mustache in history.
Yeah.
It's really good.
But
Yeah,
that's
but he's like a virtuoso guitarist. He's like incredible.
Yeah.
Mike too. They're both incredible.
Nah. Gio's the virtuoso of the band.
You're pretty- I'm the terrible guitarist. I can play
dude.
great rhythm guitar. That's it.
Hey,
But I never learned any other song except for ours. Like I can't cover a song. I don't like covers, and I can't cover anybody except for I can play our music. That's it.
hey, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I despised covers for the longest time. Still do. Still can't stand them.
Not a fan.
It's not as cool as writing your own music and jamming to it, but I completely understand that. So, I know you guys play shows. Have you toured much?
Not at all. The furthest we get is every year we play in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is coming up actually in 1 month, right? 1 month from today.
1 month
Yeah, well,
from today.
ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 12th or the 13th of October. We play this haunted mansion festival. It's like an outdoor haunted maze. It's insane. It's like Disney style animatronics and stuff. A
Nice.
haunted hayride. So we play that every year. We play we've done some shows in Asbury Park, New Jersey, but we don't get out a whole lot. We play a lot of local shows.
There's nothing wrong with that. Touring's overrated anyway, so
Yeah, I feel like those days are me personally. It's behind me with the family, wife,
Yeah.
2 kids, a house. It's like it'd be tough. I don't know how bands do it, like bands with
No.
like musicians with families. I don't know.
We're hoping to get
I-
like on a
so,
weekend or
yeah.
something like that, do a couple shows, but we just never get a chance to actually plan it.
to me, honestly, I have 5 kids, so I could not imagine myself ever touring. I would be like, nope,
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah.
I could do a weekend show, and that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah.
Even then, kind of being old, I'm like, I need to make sure a chiropractor's in the same town, something like that. I'm like, because once you hit like past 40, it's like everything can hurt you. You can make a sneeze, and all of a sudden you throw out your back or something the wrong way.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I hopped a fence like 3 weeks ago. I was like at the park with my daughter, and a ball went over, and I'm like, oh, I'll go get it. And I went and got it, and I'm like, oh, I'll hop the fence coming back. And I hopped the fence, and literally like I felt two things, like my leg and my shoulder both independently like popped, and I'm like, I just came down. I'm like, Holy shit. I
Did
just
you
fucked myself up
like knock it
really
down?
bad. I was like, I like waddled back and the kids are like, super bad. I'm like, like nobody got sat down next to my wife and friend. I'm like, I'm in a lot of pain. And luckily, like it went away after an hour, but I was like, holy shit, I'm in a bad place right now.
So tell me a little bit about your inspiration for your music. I know you said Green Day, stuff like that, which Green Day is amazing, so I don't care what people say. Um,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
lyrics, where do your lyrics usually tend to come from?
So typically, like the lyrics just kind of write themselves. The way we write is we'll all just jam, and usually somebody like Mike will play something cool. And I'm like, whoa, what is that? And then we'll just build off it. And usually, when we write a song, like the music of the song, usually the music comes in one time, like one sitting. We just sit down, bang out what we're gonna do, and I'll write like a melody, and then I just jam on it in my car while I'm driving to work day after day and like keep that melody and the lyrics usually just kind of come to me. They generally tend to be about politics because I think that's what I think about a lot. I struggle to write like happy music. Not that I'm not happy. I'm actually a really happy person, but
Yeah.
I feel like writing happy music just doesn't flow with me. So I end up writing about politics, which I think about a lot. But typically the songs, the lyrics just come to me and they almost write themselves.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Political stuff I can understand, especially after what happened today. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of inspirations probably going to hit a lot of people really fast.
Yeah, yeah. It's a messed
Um,
up time. It's a messed up world we're in, and I struggle with. I'm like, God, do I really want to write another song about Trump or something? Like, no, I do, but I don't. I'm like, oh, enough. But yeah. So recently, I've been not necessarily writing about it because I've just written
I was
so
gonna
much
say
about it.
you've been veering away from it.
Yeah, and it's only just
Doing
because I've almost said it all. I mean, I don't know if you listen to Think, that's actually
mhm.
an old song of ours. It's like that one's our
before I
oldest
was in the
song.
band.
Yeah, it's before the actually I wrote a lot of that before the band even started, and it's crazy because we came out with that on the day of the election actually, and so it was extremely timely of a song, but it was written well before any of these people were even, in politics at all. Like, I wrote that well over 10 years ago. Yet it's still relevant. And that's the weird thing about politics is like as bad as it is, you'll hear a story from like 30, 40 years ago and you're like, "Oh, that must be Trump and Biden." And you're like, "No, actually, that was the exact same thing, just these other guys."
Yeah. Yeah. No, history always likes to repeat itself
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's crazy
Or
to listen to
actually,
like older songs and it's
Yeah, exactly.
directly relating to what's going on today.
Yeah.
yeah, what's going on today is pretty sad and pathetic. So,
Yeah.
but I appreciate you guys writing the music that you do. I love what I'm hearing. And if my daughter approves of it, then hell yeah. So,
That's
Absolutely.
great to hear. We
Yeah.
need the youth.
yeah, dude, trust me, she's on a Post Malone kick, and I'm like, please stop, please stop. So, if I have to hear that I had some help song one more time, I'm gonna need some help. I'm probably gonna check myself into a institution or something. It's horrible. But so you guys are fathers, except for the awesome mustache, Gio.
Yep.
Just stay quiet, Gio. We're not talking to you. This is adult talk. How do you? I know this seems like a stupid question, but sometimes even I think about it. Being a punk rocker and being a dad and trying to balance things out. How do you guys deal with that necessarily? And not even really dealing with it. How does being punk incorporate into your style of being a parent?
That's a great question. We I mean I think, we all are trying to be fun. I try, I think I punk you try and just kind of roll with stuff, right? You're not overly uptight about things, you're fairly aware of the world, I think, in general. And I think that's how I and we approach parenting as well, try and, be protective of our kids, but also know, you got to give them some freedom and what's actually out there, and just try and show them the world and not take things too seriously.
Would agree with that. Would agree with that. It's a thin line sometimes because being punks, we're all about fuck authority, but then we're like, our authority still matters. Not every, trying to be like, don't
Yeah, no, I
say
mean,
that with me, kid.
my daughter's 3, right? She's like almost 4, and every day I feel like she doesn't actually have to listen to me. What if she realizes that? Like I'm terrified.
Bro, I've got a 2-year-old and we're going through that, and I'm like, wow, this kid is more punk than I am.
Yeah, I feel like my daughter definitely has the punk rock energy.
Yeah.
They run circles around us, don't they?
Yeah. Well, both my kids have the punk rock energy, which keeps me on my toes, and I'm blessed.
It's one of the best things in life is being a
Yeah.
parent. I will say it's one of the best things in
Yeah,
life.
I agree. Like I did it late, I'm in my 40s now, and so I did it late, but yeah, it changes everything for
It's not
sure.
that late. I'm
Yeah.
40. I'll be 43 this year, and we have a 2-year-old. I mean, it's not that late. I thought about it sometimes. I'm like, wow, I'm pushing boundaries.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I can't keep up with your energy.
Yeah, yeah, that's the hard part. But I feel like, I'm pretty young at heart, so, you know, I
So
might
what's the
not move
future?
as
Go.
fast, but
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt
I
you.
might not move as fast, but I still got
No,
the
no,
kid.
no. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
There you go.
I'm like, yeah. When you get out of bed every morning, you sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies. That's when you know it's time to kind of
Yeah.
pump the brakes on certain things.
Yeah.
So what's the future for the band?
So we're recording 2 tracks right now. We end up putting out usually like 1 or 2 tracks a year, but we're trying to like ramp that up a little bit. We have 2 tracks we're recording right now. We're doing a lot of writing right now. We had a lot of songs we've just been playing for a long time, so we're trying to rotate a lot of those out and put in the new stuff we're writing with, with these guys is a lot better, I think. I was sort of the lead writer in the past for the melodies and guitar parts, and so like, I'm more of that straight punk vibe. These guys introduce a lot of different styles, kind of a lot of more technical playing and melody and softness to it. So, we've always been not, I feel like we've never been like stuck in a box with what we do. We do stuff that's kind of bluesy. We do stuff that's fast punk. We do stuff that's, way more alternative and indie than anything else. So we've never really tried to stick to a style. And so these guys are helping to expand us even more. And so, yeah, we're just going to do a lot of writing and as much recording as we can. We record everything ourselves here. We have a studio. Well, and so like I only have so much time, and so that slows us down, I think, a lot. So we do our own videos, we do our own recordings. So so yeah, that's where we're working on 2 new songs. We're working on a video for our last track we just put out, Binary Effect. That's about like, AI, and this is all the Matrix, and we're probably living in a simulation. Uh,
Probably.
that it only makes sense at this point. But so yeah, that's what that last song was about. So we're in the process of making a video for that, and then we're gonna put out 2 new songs, Pardon Me Patrick and Eddie Came Downstairs. Both of those are coming out pretty soon. Pardon Me Patrick's like imminent any day now. And then we'll do a video for that, and then we'll do Eddie Came Downstairs. We're just recorded we finished all the parts for that tonight, actually, right before this. We just finished all the parts for that.
Nice.
So we'll put those out, record some videos, and just play as many shows as we can. We love playing shows. We'll play pretty much any show, any place, anytime, for anybody or nobody. We don't really, we love to play for people, but we'll play for pretty much anybody. So we just like to play. That's what we do.
That's as long as you're having fun, that's all it's about. That's
Exactly.
all it's ever about. Do you have anything you'd like to say to our audience?
Check us out. If you can, go to our, we're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We got a lot of videos on YouTube. Check us out there. Connect with us on Facebook, and we'd love to see come to one of our shows sometime.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode. I've been talking to Steve and the Not Steves. Yes, finally nailed something right today. Please go check out their music. Definitely check out the video for Let Me In. It's a gateway drug for their music, I promise you. Support them. Make sure you just keep supporting, because artists like this are the most important part to our scene. So, yeah. Thanks again, guys. Tune in for the next episode.